Hello and welcome back to my most consistent playlist on the channel, and it's my account update every 100 days. This time around I'm a bit late to the party, but I had a lot of things happen, and now is the day to finally show off what happened 100 days after. So one of my goals for the previous year was to reach FP 17, and as you can see here I reached it, I would say, a month ago, maybe even a bit longer. And I noticed the all damage, and hitting this benchmark was really something to consider, but VIP 18 is going to be a big stretch, and I doubt I'll get there. But VIP 17 is something I am honestly satisfied with. Could have been done years ago, but I'm not really in a spending alliance throughout the years. So VIP 17, big upgrade over the last year. Now when it comes to the info tab, as you can see, total it's 300 million kills, so it's not bad. This KVK performed the worst in quite some time. We're currently still in KVK. I'll showcase that as well, but as you can see here, my highest part was, I believe, last KVK. 35 million deads. I'm not sure how good or bad that is right now. It's been a while since I checked, but what I definitely know is bad is the resource gathering. This is my crutch every time I make it. Every time I make the video, so I rarely farm. I don't even know how I get the resources. It's mostly from barbs, but that can get you so far. And what I mean by that is I usually have 10 billion resources at best. As you can see, I didn't have many deads. Basically, this KVK Soko Troy was pretty massive in terms of kingdoms. There's like 7 kingdoms per camp, and we had some internal issues. We couldn't really get along. We had a whole kingdom or camp kind of not showing up. I'm not really sure what happened, but obviously that hurts your chances to progress. But as you can see, the KVK ended. Kingsland was a couple days ago on Friday. We managed to, get this pass, maybe push down a bit right here, but eventually it was all over. Like that, the hopes were really low of anything good happening in Kingsland. So compared to last KVK, we had a lot more fighting. I was pretty active in the first zone, and then throughout the zones in the altars I didn't really show up, and then in the tail end of the Kingsland it was rough because they took the gate very soon. Because of this KVK format, the passes are really like close to each other, so you could get to the opponent's pass in like 5 flags, which is like 20 minutes, 25 minutes if you're using skillful. So they managed to also random teleport, managed to occupy this pass while we were out there building, but eventually it was just, fighting for the sake of fighting. There was really no chance to win the Kingsland, unfortunately. Also, the Troy KVK, what makes this KVK kind of special are these patrons. I went with Poseidon just because of the slow, and also of this skill as well, just to, not have too many sevs, just to save up on the resources. And I actually I like it. I like Poseidon, but also do not. Poseidon is great if you're the one on the offensive, if you're trying to chase down marches, because it slows the marches. But if you're trying to run away and you latch onto something, you just get slowed as well. So it's a really extreme patron, because on one hand you could be having really good impact, but on the other side you can really get wrecked and just burn your resources quite quickly. As for the kills in this KVK, also my honor was the lowest. I really slacked on honor, only got 10 million kills, 400k deaths. But like I mentioned in my previous video, I had both of these accounts in the KVK at the same time, and I didn't have much time to really play both of them. So this is the result. numbers don't lie. So this is also the lowest I had in terms of crystal spent. I don't know how much I'll reach, but if I can reach 60 million, that would be great. I'm not having the best research production. So you can see here, it's 140 without the crystal supply. It's a bit slow. Plus with the crystal quest, level 40, I still have some to get from this source, but ultimately need to kill more barbs, do more ruins, things like that. But enough about the KVK. Let's move on to the inventory. So you can see here, I'm pretty, could have fought a bit more, but honestly, there was really no point. I would rather just save up what I have for the next one. And speed ups, I have a year worth. I didn't really use too many, so I think I'm able to really have a decent amount for the next KVK. The only crutch is going to be resources. So we'll see how much of off season we'll have, and then we can go to Commander tab. So I have a lot of expertise commanders. We have the Commander reset on the way, and I'm definitely going to reset this guy because it's been really my biggest failure, and getting something back out of it and reinvest into something useful is going to be huge. So candidate number 1. As for my commanders and the things I'm using, this is my best infantry set. Has a lot of tier 5s. I have the blueprint for tier 5 Hope Cloak as well. And I have the blueprints for tier 5 hammer, but that's really expensive. I managed to get my ideal setup of 5 horns and 3 drums. And I got a crit war drum, which is really nice. I did not expect it, but it's a very welcome surprise. So this is the arch because I'm using Lucha Alex, but with the addition of new infantry very soon, I'm probably going to convert this set into a second pincer, which is my next project. So some of these will be converted, but I already have candidates here. So I'm just waiting to put a special inscription on this one. But honestly, I don't mind the health at this point because this is a really good armament. Same as this one. So march speed and some normal damage with the all damage added on. So I'm planning to have a decent amount of all damage in this particular set. So I'm looking forward to having that for the next KVK. Then we got my single calorie march, which I'm using Arthur Achilles. So you can see here, I got horn and drum with like a Luce. I really want the rage generation as fast as possible. And when it comes to armaments, I would say this is pretty good. Obviously getting the butterfly is a bit difficult to get as a free to play, but I managed to get some of these really nicely, and I'm quite happy with this particular armament set. Now moving on to archers, so I got the full dragon set, I got the ring, and horn is debatable in Q stage of course, but I don't have the pendant. I really don't want to make another pendant accessory because I have too many accessories and not too many marches. Then when it comes to the armaments, I have decent amount of all damage, decent amount of inscriptions. I would say that it all benefits skill damage and also all damage. Also got some march speed, which this march could definitely use some march speed. So quite happy with this set as well. Then we got my second infantry with the 4-piece set. I got the horn and drums. I have the greatest glory as well, but I haven't used it because I was using only 4 marches. So I thought about maximizing my rage for me and someone around me. And this is the pincer set. So this pincer set has a toppler, which is really nice because I'm mostly using smite commanders. And here I don't plan to have any adjustments. I could mix and match maybe, but overall pretty happy with this one as well. Then we got my Philip March, which I haven't really used this KVK because I didn't have, because my pairing is Scipio secondary, so I'm just waiting for the next infantry so I can maybe use Baichi with Philip, with Baichi secondary. So it's still debatable. I would like to use Philip primary because I have the equipment and I have the armaments that could kind of support that with special inscription, plus the stats for infantry. So basically I'm using 3 infantry marches. And on Guan I have this single intrepid that I got from the dispatch. So I'm just waiting for the end of KVK to convert it to pincer. Obviously it takes 10 stones, it's not that cheap. But all in all, this is the marches that I'm using. This KVK. So these 4 marches really. I haven't used the Philip one. And Baichi Wallace did really well for me. And then QSH. So like I said, when I use the Poseidon skills, when you attack someone, you will automatically slow their march speed, but you also slow your own march speed. So this is a double-edged sword. If you're going well, this is really good. You can get marched out of position. You can really punish them. But if you're running away and you're targeting something, you're just dead. It's better you just commit to the fight and move on and refresh. And I would say Arthur Achilles was like 3rd best in terms of performance, then Lucha Alex was on the 4th best. Even on my second account, I didn't have too much of a great reports with it. Usually it was really one of my best marches over the past years, but this KVK I didn't really have much success with it, unfortunately. So those are the marches. I plan to see what the new infantry will be, so make some adjustments to it. But you know, after 7 years of consistent playing, this is probably my worst period that I've had of playing, because I haven't been really consistent. I missed out on Bastions, I missed out on Ruins, I missed out on events, I missed out on Arc. So a lot of hindrances, a lot of setbacks, but hopefully soon I'll have my schedule fixed up so I can upload more consistently, be more present, and things like that. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.